Coming up tonight on YCN News, mixed grade or multi-age classes could be in the future for Cornish elementary school students. An Amber Alert issued by Vermont State Police has a happy ending. And the U.S. Geographic Society reports an earthquake today near Haverhill, New Hampshire. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Tuesday edition of YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. A bill discussed in Concord today calls for video lottery and table gaming. Senate Bill 366 is sponsored by Democrats Lou D'Alessandro of Manchester and Andrew Hosmer from Laconia. The bill is related to video lottery and table gaming. Earlier, the New Hampshire House defeated a proposal to bring casino gambling to the state. If the House agrees with the Senate, money from casino earnings would fund state government programs. These programs include road repair, higher education, and money to help the North Country economy. Money also would be given to towns and cities next to the casino siting. Among the bill's provisions are regulation by a New Hampshire State Police Division. Mixed grade or multi-age classes could be in the future for Cornish elementary school students. Declining enrollment at Cornish's K through grade 8 school figures to a $19,000 cost per pupil, SAU 6 business manager Tim Ball confirmed Monday night. Enrollment next fall is expected to be about 102 students. The proposed budget is about $3.5 million. The 5-member Cornish School Board voted Monday night to cut $31,000 from this bottom line figure. After much discussion over several hours, the board reluctantly agreed to ask Principal Sylvia Sivret to plan for a multi-age or grade classroom for fall of 2015. Superintendent Dr. Middleton McGoodwin said the best age and grade grouping is for grades 5 and 6 to be combined in one classroom. About 20 people attended last night's meeting. Topics for tonight's State of the Union address include the need for companies to hire the long-term unemployed. Pocketbook issues will be centerfold during President Barack Obama's 5th State of the Union address. A host of guests will join First Lady Michelle Obama and Dr. Jill Biden, wife of Vice President Joe Biden, in the gallery tonight. Boston Marathon bombing survivor and Concord, New Hampshire native Jeff Bauman is one guest. Bauman will join Boston resident Carlos Arredondo, the man who helped rescue Bauman and rush him to emergency treatment. The iconic photo shows a dazed Bauman sitting in a wheelchair being pushed by Arredondo down Boylston Street. Bauman continues to recover from his wounds. He lost both legs as a result of the explosion. After the break, we'll hear about the Amber Alert issued last night by Vermont State Police and the earthquake recorded today near Haverhill, New Hampshire.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. An Amber Alert issued by Vermont State Police shortly before 10 p.m. has a happy ending. The boy reported missing by his foster parent on Monday was found in Lyme, New Hampshire. The search covered all of Vermont, including Windsor and Windham counties. Authorities believed 12-year-old Zachary Lee of Sunderland, Vermont, was with his mother. Zachary was dropped off at the foot of the driveway of his foster home in Sunderland around 4:45 p.m. The boy never made it inside the home, police reported. Before midnight Monday night, police issued a radio broadcast that Zachary and his mother, 49-year-old Patricia Kane, had been found at a hotel in Lyme. Zachary was recently repatriated from France. Police said Kane has been emotionally unstable since Zachary returned to the U.S. from France. Patricia Kane surrendered herself to police without incident. Governor Maggie Hassan says a report shows the need for more mental health treatment for residents in need of these services. Known as the Sentinel Report, Hassan requested a study be made to examine the state's mental health services. and to see if residents' needs were being met. The report calls for additional services, including community-based care. Also, additional training for healthcare workers around patients' mental health needs in hospital emergency room situations. The review Hassan requested was led by former state Supreme Court Justice Joseph Nadeau, who currently chairs the state's Board of Mental Health Practice. Nadeau worked on the report with Associate Medical Director of the New Hampshire Hospital, Dr. Alexander Denisnera. Senior Assistant Attorney General Michael Brown worked with both men. You may not have felt it, yet the U.S. Geographic Society reported today that a 2.3 magnitude earthquake happened around 11:30 a.m. today near Haverhill, New Hampshire. On a scale of 1 to 10, the Class 4 quake means that there was light shaking with no damage. Nearby communities to Haverhill include Bradford, Newbury, and Wells River, Vermont. It was 28 years ago today that Concord, New Hampshire teacher Krista McAuliffe died in the sky along with her Challenger colleagues. The Challenger space shuttle exploded minutes after what appeared to be a normal takeoff on a crisp, blue sky day in Florida. McAuliffe and the other astronauts were to work together. McAuliffe had planned to teach lessons to students from miles above the Earth as part of her space shuttle mission. We remember them all. New Hampshire's Olympic athlete Chris Freeman is from Andover, not Thornton. YCN News regrets the error, and we wish all the Olympians good luck. Today we'll continue with my ski lesson at Mount Sunapee on the snow. Kyle had me practice the movements I would need later on the slopes. I started with one ski at a time, sliding on flat ground.
Look back, lined up, push down, you're in. That's what we're gonna do, Rose. We're just gonna get used to sliding on our ski.
I was ready to don both skis and learn the basics of control.
When we're learning a wedge, which is this, skis are shaped like a triangle, that helps us to slow down. Kind of basic fundamentals of skiing. Slow movements. Nice and slow this way, turn them back. Nice and slow this way. You never want to surprise your skis. And we're going to learn some sidestepping, and then we'll get sliding on our skis. So as we come over there, we're gonna shuffle our feet, one foot, then the other.
Next, I learned sidestepping.
Sidestepping's another fundamental that we need. You're skiing along, you drop a pole, you gotta go up for it, you gotta know how to go get it. And remember, small, easy movements.
After getting up the bunny slope, it was time for my first attempt at skiing.
We're gonna slide down this little hill right here. So making that wedge, we're gonna start out in the wedge. We're gonna pull off a little bit. Hands nice and relaxed.
I was nervous going down even the smallest slope, but I soon discovered it was nothing compared to what would come next.
Nice and balanced. And you just made a turn. Okay? And then we're gonna head over here to this little carpet.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Now Matt McDonald will have a look at our weather for the next 5 days, and he'll take a look at some local high school sports.
Thanks, Rose. Tomorrow we'll have highs in the upper teens and a low of 3 degrees. Thursday temperatures will start rising with a high of 27 degrees and lows in the teens. Friday and Saturday will have highs in the mid-30s with lows down to 18 degrees. Sunday's highs will be around 32 degrees with lows in the teens. If you're looking for some winter fun this week, head over to New London for their Winter Carnival events happening every day through Saturday. Tomorrow, they have the Jack Frost 1K Torch Run with a wife carry contest in the town common starting at 5 p.m.
And now let's look at the mountain snow conditions brought to you by Ski New Hampshire.
It's Monday, January 27th, and we're at Loon Mountain enjoying some incredible skiing and riding with more natural snow falling from the sky. The past few days have brought natural snow and plenty of ideal snowmaking temperatures. This winter, Loon Mountain is home to the first ice castle on the East Coast.
It's about half an acre to 3/4 of an acre in size. There's about 20,000 tons of ice at this point. It'll continue to grow as the season progresses. There's over a mile's worth of sprinkler system in this place. There's one sprinkler in the center of each tower. We grow icicles on racks. We hand pick those icicles, take them out, hand place them around the sprinklers, and then turn the sprinklers on at night. So the ice accumulates on what we place. The next day we come in and we put more ice on top of that. Continue building up and in on each tower to make them as tall as possible and as solid and strong as possible.
It's been a chilly stretch for our snowmakers, but that means some sweet turns for you. Add in the recent natural snow and we have some beautiful skiing and riding conditions. Remember, we're just entering the heart of our ski season with up to 3 months of skiing and riding left to enjoy here in New Hampshire. Be sure to visit skinh.com for the latest snow conditions, weather forecasts, lift ticket deals, 4th and 5th grade snow sports passports, lodging information, events, and much more. 33 ski resorts, one stop, skinh.com.
And now, let's look at some local high school basketball games that happened last night. First, Stevens High School in Claremont won 51-47 against Franklin High School. Stevens' Ryan Tangway was the top scorer for his team with 17 points. Stevens will play Mascoma Regional High School tonight. Also, there was an exciting game between Newport and Fall Mountain. Newport defeated them 70-56. Now let's turn to boys hockey. A notable game from last night involved Hanover battling Concord at the Campion Rink. Hanover made a close win with 5 points to Concord's 4 points. Hanover's record is now 7 wins, 6 losses, and 1 tie. They will go on to play Bishop Brady High School this Saturday.
Thank you for joining us for this Tuesday edition of YCN News. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And you can watch our programs anytime online at www.ycnnow.com. Be sure to tune in tomorrow to hear from John Schlosser with the Pine Hill Cross Country Ski Club. I'm Rose Spillman for YCN, your local view. Good night.